Hello YouTube, my name is AshtonJamesFTM, and I am going to talk about dating today. And I'm talking about dating because of the fact that you guys have been sending me awesome questions, awesome emails. You haven't been commenting as much, but I understand that's kind of like a public thing, and it's trans topics, so I know that that's probably like not something that everybody like wants to post publicly, questions and stuff like that. But I've been getting emails from like Israel and the Netherlands and a bunch of different places in Asia. So keep sending me questions and I will keep answering them. So I got a question about I keep getting a lot of questions about dating and like how do I navigate that like as a trans person. Dating isn't easy for anyone. I don't care if you're cis or gay or straight or the hottest person in the world. I've kind of done a lot of like soul searching in the last month or so about my perception of like if someone rejects me because I'm trans, is that transphobic? And I kind of had the belief like, well, there's preferences, they have their preferences, and I can't really like, I have to respect their preferences of not wanting to date a trans dude and wanting to date a cis dude over a trans dude, but like, I think that's just like hella transphobic, like now that I think about it. Because society like you learn racism, you learn transphobia, those are learned things. You learn that like because a trans dude has different parts down there, like he's different type of guy or whatever, instead of like realizing that I'm not, like, do you know what I mean? Like I'm just, yes, I have different junk down there if you really want to like get down to it. But the thing is like, if you saw me out on the street or anything like that, like I would just be like any other guy to you. Being trans should make you feel like you are less worthy of dating or anything. Don't try and shut yourself down prematurely. Like people are becoming more open minded. I surround myself with like a lot of like queer people and stuff and that are accepting of that, and or even straight people that are accepting. Like I don't surround myself. If you, I surround myself with people that are accepting. So it's like when, I mean, you date people typically that you surround yourself with, whether they be friends or people you associate with. So like, my advice was just like surround yourself with supportive people to begin with. I mean, obviously you're gonna do that, but the people that have the same values with you, um, that support like LGBTQ things, that support that, like you're gonna find it's gonna be easier to like date open-minded people when you surround yourself with open-minded people. Do you know what I mean? Like that are accepting of that. Like I'm not saying you have to date lesbians or something like that, which I think is total bullshit. I think you can have preferences, but like saying you will not date any trans guy, like I don't know, that just has like you're generalizing all written all over it, and then that translates, in my opinion, to like transphobia and like your learned negative attitude towards trans people and associating certain body parts with certain genders too, which is kind of like more of a socially constructed type thing. So um, that's your issue, not mine. Now, like I'm single. I've been single for like a few months now, and you know, I actually like feel really good. Like I actually feel like really free. I feel like that I needed to go through a relationship, like, because in my last relationship, like I said, I just got out of, um, like 2 months ago, and it didn't end awesome. Gonna be honest, it doesn't have anything to do with the fact I'm trans, um, but I think that I stayed in a relationship that necessarily wasn't awesome for me because of the fact that you know, I saw this girl that was really pretty and really smart and had all these things, but but I think that I stayed in a relationship that like wasn't good for me, and like what we just had a lot of like differences. Okay, I don't need to get into it, um, but personally, I feel like my insecurities of like, well, this is the only pretty girl that identifies as straight and cis and is smart and all of these things that is gonna like go out with me. So I need to like, I don't know. I think I kind of like forced myself to stay in that relationship longer than was probably healthy for me, and it brought out of like a lot of anxieties and insecurities that I had. But now, like, I feel like stronger for it. I feel like, you know what, I'm just gonna work on myself and do my thing, and like, if relationships come, they come. If they don't, they don't. Like, I'm just gonna like work on myself and just like realize that like, and I think I recommend this to like any trans person, like, just realize like you're good enough the way you are. You are. You're good enough just the way you are. And if someone doesn't want to date you because you're trans or because of how you look or anything like that, that is not your issue. You know what I mean? Like, I know that if someone doesn't want to date me because I'm trans, that's their issue. Do you know what I mean? Do I want they have that issue? Do I want to date a person that has a lot of issues? No, I don't think anybody does. So it's like, why would I want to? Just know you're good enough, okay? Know you're good enough, and that you do not have to change yourself or try to be someone that you're not, or try to be in a relationship with somebody that isn't good for you because you're worried that someone will date you because you're trans. This is what the process that I'm going through right now is trying to get to the point where I'm good enough by myself as I am. You know what I mean? Like, as this person, and that when I get to that place, it's gonna be easier to find relationships, because like when you're good with yourself, like, then I feel like you can be good for other people. And take the anxiety out of it. Take the rush of trying to get in a relationship to validate you as a trans person in your identity out of it. Everybody wants relationships regardless of that, but I think I was trying to get in a relationship because I like wanted my identity like validated, like a straight girl is gonna date me, so I'm good enough as a man. But I need to tell myself that. I need to know that first. You know what I mean? Like, so just know you're awesome and surround yourself with awesome people, and then you'll not have to worry so much about having shitty people to like reject you if you don't let those shitty people into your life. You know, and just relax. Like, a relationship will come when it's meant to happen. It will happen, okay? And don't stress yourself out on it. The time in between relationships, you should just focus on just like yourself and loving yourself. I don't know. I hope that's making sense. I know this is a long video, but I feel like it's really important that I talk about all of it's because it's not just like when you come out to somebody as trans. It's not. It's deeper than that. And honestly, I think there isn't any right time, to come out to somebody. You just have to breathe and jump in and take a chance, take a risk, and hopefully it pays off. But if it doesn't, you're still good enough. You know what I mean? You're still good enough as a human being, as a person. Get up every day, try your best, you know. So, anyway, if you're still watching through this long ass video, like, comment, subscribe. You can email me, hit me up on my Tumblr. I'll answer any of your questions, and yeah, I really like hearing from you guys because you make me think about things in different ways too. So don't be shy. I'm here. I want this to be like I'll give you a different perspective, what I know. So it really helps the channel grow if you like and subscribe. That was my point. So, and that's what I'm doing. Anyway, sorry this is so long. Thanks.